It's already hot as fire out here. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Natalie finally called them and asked them to turn the paper off, and they've been sending it to us for almost a month. And I've been giving her the hard sell on the phone. When she got the paper, I'll tell her, I said, man, when you tried to cancel that, you're going to call every 5 minutes for a year. You're going to have to try to get rid of them. And she didn't believe me, I guess. Oh well. I still have 2 weed eaters. I got that one and this one. This one's the one I can get to run on a regular basis. That's the only thing wrong with that one is I can't get it started. As far as I can tell, it's either a clogged fuel line or something. You still get spark, and I can't fish the little filter thing out, gas, and the gas tank. I think that's really all that's wrong with it. Every gas can I ever buy from now on will have some sort of automatic deal on it, or I'll put one on it. Choke switch thing is broken, but it still works. The mechanism still works. It's just the switch is broken, so I got to pull the cover off to choke it to get it started. Time for string. I made it down grand total of 1 row down one side of the driveway, not even all the way. Out of string. I'm sure technique has more to do with it than the weed eater. Gotta get around the hole so you know it's actually poking around something in there. Get it to about the halfway point. Then comes the fun part, figuring out which way to spin it. And I have to stop and think about this every time. Now let's see, it goes this way. And in order to let string out, you unscrew it, which means it has to go around this way, because that will let more string out. Okay, because I have to remember you have to unscrew this one to let string out. I've heard that the ones with the bent neck spin one way and the ones with a straight neck spin the other, but you got to have a reverse screw on the end, and that's why the homeowners versions of these spin this way, so they don't have to put a reverse screw on the end of it and get a million calls saying it doesn't work. People who use these things once or twice know what the hell they're doing. But my problem is I only use it once every 2 weeks, and I'll be honest with you, I don't weed eat every time, so I weed eat even less than that. So every single time I gotta stop and think about how to roll this up. The symptom is if you try to let string out and you spin it up and it all just goes blah, 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 blah. You wound it up the wrong way. Wind it up the other way. Alright, so let's try. Now the fun part, getting it back in here. Feed it through there. Put it on, make sure the spring's in there, didn't get it lost. Alright. There we go. Mash it down. Make sure it's not snagged. Oh shit, what do I do with a screw top? I put it in my pocket. Sometimes I put it in my pocket when I think about it. Nope. Uh-oh. I set the string on top of it. My screw got all loose in there. It's not actually connected to this anymore. So I just got to kind of do it by feel. Wiggle it. Alright. Yeah, that side came out a little longer, but that'll even right out. Now, that tightens, so this, oh, it got snagged. So the problem is it gets snagged underneath the little teeth that allow it to pop in and out. So turn this over. Yeah, see, it got twisted around. It got twisted around the little teeth. Gonna undo it and redo the whole damn thing. It gets twisted around these little teeth. The teeth are what catch in the mechanism and allow you to pop it in and out against the spring. But the spring itself, if you don't put it in just right, gets caught all around layers. It's all around the teeth. There, now I can feel it pulling tight. Okay. Not pulling tight, that's just it. I can feel it sitting in there, sliding back and forth. It shouldn't feel like it pulls tight. Well, the weed eater overheated. The problem is, up here on the landscaping, I let the grass get really long, and some of the weeds are like 4 or 5 foot long. They wrap around the head of the weed eater. And I don't notice it or don't pay any attention. Gun it a few times, and the transmission overheats in the weed eater. So it gets hot and then it starts running funny. I'm like, oh crap, I overheated it. So I got to mow and then finish weed eating. It's far too hot to do the back, but I do still have to clean up. Fortunately, God invented the lawn blower. On, choke. I'm done. It's only my second water. I'd usually go through 2 a yard. I only use disposable earplugs twice. Rule I got. Well, I believe that's what it's supposed to look like. Little rows that go everywhere. Well, done. Front yard anyway, didn't do the back. Ran out of poop. 2 things I had to get done this weekend was yard work and bills. Well, turns out there's only one bill that I have to pay with a check this time around. I have several that I pay online, of course. That's where all the money goes, of course, bills.